Be me, 31-year-old medical resident, third year of surgical residency at major hospital. Dating Megan for 5 years, engaged for 1. Met in college. She switched to nursing after first year. Supported each other through all the hard times. She paid most bills during my med school. Worked double shifts so I could focus on boards. I promised I'd make it up to her someday. Engagement ring cost 3 months' salary. Her parents loved me. Mine adored her. Everyone said we were perfect together. Had it all planned out. Fancy wedding after residency, house in suburbs. 2 kids, golden retriever, the whole package. She stuck with me through med school. Always understood the long hours ahead. At least that's what she said. Residency hits like a freight train. 80 100-hour work weeks. Coming home at 3 a.m. just to leave again at 5 a.m. Sometimes sleeping at the hospital for days. Missed her birthday, our anniversary. Forgot Valentine's Day completely. It's okay, I understand, became her mantra. Can't remember the last time we had a real date. Megan tries to be supportive at first. Brings me lunch at the hospital. Leaves little notes in my scrubs. Waits up some nights just to see me. Gradually that stops. Notice her getting more distant. Texts become less frequent. Changes her hair. I don't notice for 3 days. Buys new clothes, more revealing than usual. Starts going to workout classes more often. Too exhausted to really address it. Figure we'll work through it when residency ends. Just 2 more years to go. My attending pulls me aside one day. Says his first marriage didn't survive residency. Advises me to make time, even when there isn't any. Take his advice. Request a rare weekend off. Decide to surprise her by coming home early. Pick up flowers and her favorite takeout. Unlock the door quietly, planning to surprise her. Unfamiliar cologne in the air. Hear voices from the bedroom. Laughter, her laugh. One I haven't heard in months. Heart pounding. Push the door open. Megan in our bed with some guy. He's fit, tan, looks well rested. Everything. I'm not these days. Personal trainer type, can tell from his build. Wearing the watch I saved 3 months to buy her. They both freeze when they see me. Guy grabs his clothes, mutters, "Sorry, man," like he bumped into me on the street. Megan crying, saying it's not what it looks like. Classic line. Notice his gym bag with trainer logo. All clicks into place. Drop the flowers and food. Walk out. Ignore her calls and texts for days. 56 missed calls, 37 texts, 8 voicemails. Bury myself in work even more. Sleeping exclusively at the hospital now. Attending notices. Something's wrong, catches me crying in the on-call room. First person to actually see, I'm not okay. Tells me about almost losing his wife during his residency. Says being a great surgeon doesn't matter if you're alone. Makes me take 2 days off. Finally answer one of Megan's calls. Agree to meet at a coffee shop. She looks terrible. Clearly hasn't slept. Start by asking how long it's been going on. 3 months. Met him at a gym class she started taking. To have something to do with all my free time. He paid attention to her. Made her feel wanted. Something I hadn't done in too long. Says she was lonely. Felt like a ghost in her own relationship. Tried to talk to me about it multiple times. I was always too tired or preoccupied. Can we talk about this later? Big surgery tomorrow. Remembering now all the conversations I half listened to. All the times I fell asleep while she was talking. All the hints I missed. She says she still loves me, but can't keep living like this. Feeling both angry and guilty. Tell her I never stopped loving her. Just got consumed by the job. Residency is temporary, but what we had was supposed to be forever. She says that's the problem. You say residency, but then it'll be fellowship. Then building your practice, then becoming department head. There's always going to be something more important than me. She's right, and I know it. Seen it with my attendings. There are multiple divorces. Medicine is the mistress that never leaves. Ask if she wants to try to fix things. Willing to cut back hours, switch specialties. She hesitates, then shakes her head. Says she already moved most of her stuff out. Been staying with the guy for 2 weeks. The betrayal was one thing. The fact that she's already living with him is another. Stand up to leave, can't take any more. She grabs my hand. I'm sorry, I should have ended things properly first. Cold comfort, but at least it's something. Next few months are a blur. Work, sleep, repeat. Chief resident now, on track for top fellowship. Throw myself into research. Publish 3 papers. Get reputation as brilliant but cold. Attending who helped me keeps checking in. Sets me up with hospital therapist. Slowly putting pieces back together. Run into Megan at a restaurant 6 months later. She's with him, wearing a new ring. She looks happy, healthy, glowing even. Pregnancy glow, realize with a shock. They're expecting the baby we had planned. Nod politely. Leave my food untouched. Dating again? A year later, nothing serious. Don't date within the hospital becomes my rule. Mend relationship with parents, visit more, join pickup basketball game, weekly, non-negotiable. 2 years later, finally finished residency. Offered position at prestigious hospital. Turning it down, taking job at smaller practice with reasonable hours. Shocked looks from mentors. Throwing away your potential, they say. Don't care anymore. Understand what real success looks like now. Dating again, nothing serious yet. Met someone recently who seems to get it. Elementary school teacher, totally outside medicine. Told her up front about my schedule, my priorities. She appreciates the honesty. Learned the hard way that no career is worth losing someone you love. Still love medicine, always will. But now I make time for the rest of life too. Sometimes I think about Megan. Saw on social media she had a baby boy. Don't hate her anymore. We both made choices. Hers was just more honest than mine. Never cheated, but abandoned her all the same. Realized too late that presence requires more than just being there. Keep my attending's words taped to my locker. The hospital will always need doctors, but no one needs to be alone. Trying to live by that now.